Hello, I'm Manus Thinking, and I hope you can like and subscribe by the end of the video. The Mortal Kombat movie came out in May 8th, 2026 as a sequel to the 2021 Mortal Kombat reboot. And yeah, I saw this one personally in theaters and thought it was okay. Granted, I'm not like just a heads up, unlike previously, I'm not too big of a fan of the video game franchise that this is adapting. So yeah, just keep that in mind if I say something a little crazy. The movie was directed by Salman McQuaid. I believe I said that right. I could be wrong. And he directed the sequel after coming back from the first movie. And it's weird. I haven't seen like a director with such a little discography, cause really, from what I can see, he's only worked on the Mortal Kombat 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and a movie called The Nighttime Economy. I have not heard of that movie, but I have heard of the Mortal Kombat movies. So I'm not quite sure how he got that role. But I would say he directed the movies fine, from like what I can remember from the first one and the second one coming back. And yeah, I would say it's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay. And so far from what I've seen, it's pretty liked from the fan base. I thought it was okay, but once again, like I've said before, I'm not too big into like Mortal Kombat. I recently played Mortal Kombat X, like I believe 3 weeks ago, and yeah, that's really it. That's the best I could say. I'm not exactly like someone who's into the story. I don't even know what the story is about, honestly, but yeah, from what I've seen, this is pretty good. It's okay, I would say. I would imagine if you're a fan of the original works, you would like this movie way more. But from what I've seen from fans who like this series, it's received pretty well. Actually, apparently it broke some box office records. I don't know how true that is, but apparently it did what was profitable. So there might be a third one. So yeah, if you're a fan of the series, I would keep out for that. And side note too, I I went to the movie theaters and surprisingly you saw like a decent amount of people who brought their kids with them, like people who were parents in their 30s or something like that who brought their parents with them. No, their kids with them. And it's funny too because in the movie some guy's head gets smashed and you're just like the only thing going through my mind is, oh shoot, what are the kids who are watching this thinking of? I imagine that probably traumatized them for a good bit of their childhood. But I would say that's just like a parent problem. Just don't take your kids to R-rated movies. Just leave them at home or something. But the movies, if you can't tell, are supposed to be an adaptation of the Mortal Kombat franchise, which has been running ever since the 90s. And a little fun fact, it was actually, I believe, was the reason why the ESRB system was made, at least here in the US. I don't know if Mortal Kombat was responsible for the rating system in other countries, or if they do have other countries. I'm not sure how the ratings work over there, but nonetheless, here in the US, I believe they're responsible for that. And it's a pretty popular franchise from what I could see. Like, I would say they're amongst like the top fighting games, at least here in the U.S. They're not personally. I would prefer. I'm more of a Street Fighter guy. Also, side note, I'm definitely gonna do a review on the movie after that. After after that comes out, but it is pretty popular from what I've seen. There's a lot of fans of the series who are passionate about it. Mortal Kombat 1 came out. It was nice. I haven't played it, but from what I've seen, it looks cool. And Homelander and Peacemaker and Omni-Man are there. Yeah, those are nice. I'm interested to see how they would play like, but the Mortal Kombat series has been a while for around since the 90s, which is a pretty long time, which I believe is 30 years from now, 40 maybe, could be wrong. And ever since then, the popularity has grown, and there actually has been several movies. I believe there was a 1996 movie that came out for Mortal Kombat, and the 2008 version that everyone hated. I'm not sure about that. I may have gotten the dates wrong, but please correct me if I am wrong in the comments, I guess. And personally, I would say the franchise seems good. Like I've said, I'm not too into it, but from what I've seen, it looks pretty entertaining. Now, spoilers for people who haven't seen the movie yet. I believe it's still in theaters, and I think it still will be in theaters by the time this is up. But the movie follows Johnny Cage, who was an interesting side note on that. Johnny Cage is played by by the same guy who plays Butcher from The Boys. And while I was watching the movie, I was like, oh man, this guy looks really familiar. I feel like I've seen him somewhere. And after the movie, I looked it up, and yeah, he was the guy from The Boys, which is crazy to think of. But in it, it basically picks up from the last Mortal Kombat movie, in which there's another tournament. This time with Shao Kahn, basically the main villain throughout the Mortal Kombat games franchise and all that. And he wants to take over the Earth realm, so he's like, I'm not sure if he set up the tournament or the tournaments are just something that's already existed. But either way, there's gonna be a tournament that decides who gets to keep whether Earthrealm is saved or Earthrealm is taken over by Shao Kahn. But basically, Billy Butcher from The Boys joins the rest of the cast, and he basically is just like an actor who was really popular in the 90s, but is just kind of like washed out, just not really popular anymore, and is just more like a drunk, I guess. And well, not a drunk. That's like more like he's washed. Like no one cares about him. No one thinks about him anymore. And he gets drafted because apparently, due to his past, he was selected due to how he's considered like he's one of the best martial artists in Earth that's not already in the tournament. And at first, he's like, "Oh man, I'm not gonna be able to do this. This is like you guys are literal wizards and stuff like that." And yeah, at first he's right. Like the first fight he gets into was with like one of the the ninja girls. I'm not sure what they're called, but like the blue one with the fans that are knives and all that. She gets in a fight with him, and basically he wins. Like no, he loses like badly, and she spares him because they're actually working together. She just wanted to make it look authentic. Because you don't decide when you want to fight. The fight decides when you fight. Like, it just teleports you whenever it feels like it. And he gets spared, and they lose one round. And later, we find out that Shao Kahn has, like, a plot to become immortal with this little amulet that he's working with two other guys to help get. And in it, like, they going through the tournament regularly. But then, suddenly, Shenron gets ambushed by one of the guys from the previous movie, sorry, my bad, who was resurrected using dark magic, I'm guessing, and basically slices his throat, but Raiden recovers and basically is just in a vegetative state, I guess, just at like a state of constant rest, I'm guessing, because he doesn't have enough energy to do stuff. So he's like that, and the rest of the crew are busy because right as he did that, they all get drafted. So they have to fight some guy, except Johnny and Oh, and another guy, the Irish guy. I forgot what his name was, but he was killed in the first game, but was resurrected, and he sides with them because he doesn't really like the the other guys too much because he prefers Earth and all that. So he works with them, and Johnny and him go to hell. Like I imagine, literally just hell, and there they meet Scorpion, and they work together to like find. Shoot, what was it that they found? Okay, yeah, just have to jog my memory real quick. They go to hell because that's where the amulet that's making Shao Kahn immortal is being stored by a revived Freeze. I was gonna say Freezer. By a revived Sub Zero, who is brought back to life so he can protect the amulet. And they're all fighting him, and he has like this weird ability where he's able to split into two people, maybe three. I could be wrong, but nonetheless, he's able to split like his bodies, I guess, and he fights them. There's like a big fight scene and all that. Johnny discovers that he can use powers and stuff like that, like the green stuff he does. I'm not sure what that's called, but yeah, the green stuff he's able to use it, and he, well, alongside another person, like alongside two other people, destroy the amulet and make him not immortal. Meanwhile, while that's happening, well, I may have gone ahead of myself, but while that's happening, Shao Kahn fights the main character from the first movie, and surprisingly, he's killed. Like usually, they don't kill off main characters, but they just kind of did. They just killed him, and it's weird too. I watched the movie, and the whole thing that was going through my mind is, oh, this guy's gonna come back like stronger or something like that. No, no, he's actually just dead. He just dies, which is weird. Which yeah, it makes sense, but I didn't expect. Which makes sense considering the context of Mortal Kombat, but still, I didn't expect him to die. But either way, he dies, and they like and I believe Jax dies too. Yeah, Jax dies too, trying to like fight Shao Kahn before he got drafted into the fight, and because they tried kidnapping him before, but Shao Kahn just left it with Sub Zero in the underworld, I believe. Then, oh, I forgot to mention the guy with the arms. I forgot what his name was, but he makes an appearance and he helps them get into the castle thingy that Shao Kahn is in before he gets drafted into the fight with the main character from the first movie. And yeah, he doesn't really do much. Like, Johnny Cage just kind of finds out like what his special martial arts is, and then like defeats him, but doesn't kill him. Just defeats him so he can help him get in. And yeah, that's pretty much all he does. There is an end credit scene with him and a few other of his species, just listening to Johnny Cage's story, and yeah, that's wholesome, I guess. And but yeah, after that, after like they destroy the amulet, they have like a final show off with Shao Kahn, and in it, the girl in blue with the fan blades finally defeats her in revenge for her father, who died and lost to him, hence making her world a part of Shao Kahn's world, I guess. Well, not a part of it, more like just he owns it now. And yeah, he defeats her. Everything's nice. They have like a little montage, like no, not montage, more like just a little. Well, they had a montage at the end with the trailer with like a remix of the Mortal Kombat theme, and yeah, it was nice. It was pretty good. Well, I thought it was okay personally, but this is coming from someone who's not a big fan of the source material. But overall, I thought it was honestly, I thought it was like a six on a good day, a 5 out of 10 on a bad day. I would say it really like some of the jokes were either hit or miss for me personally. But would I recommend it? Yeah, I would recommend. If you like this series, yeah, I would recommend it. If you like this series, because there's a lot of callbacks and callouts to the game franchise as a whole. And if you don't like Mortal Kombat, I would just personally I wouldn't. But that's just because the movie was just like average for me as someone who wasn't really into it too much. So yeah, I would say, is it good? Yeah, yeah. If you like the series, yes. So yeah, is it good? Yeah, yeah, it's good. I would say it's pretty good. Personally, I not that too big of a fan of the series. Well, at least, yeah, that could change later. But as of for the recording of this video, I would say I'm like poking my head in, honestly. Like I was interested in the game because it's one of the most well-known fighting games. I don't know about like rest of the world, but like here in the United States, it is pretty well known, and yeah, it's pretty good. I would say controls are nice, the gameplay is cool. But personally, my only problem with Mortal Kombat is I know it's like this is probably gonna be like a big like subject to big debate, but I'm not really too big of a fan of pressing hold to block. I'm personally like more of a hold like going back to block personally, because I'm just sometimes when I'm playing Mortal Kombat, I just instinctively hold back instead of pressing block because I'm just not used to that because of Street Fighter and all that. And yeah, that's really it. All I have to say. But yeah, thank you for watching this review on the Mortal Kombat movie. To give it short, if you like the franchise, then yeah, if I would say it's good. But if you're just poking your head into it and not really too big of a fan or never heard of it, I personally wouldn't recommend it because it seems like it appeals. It's meant for fans, not just like anyone. Which nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's just how I feel about it at least. But yeah, thank you for watching my review. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. Hello, thank you for watching the whole video. I'm Mindless Thinking, and yeah, I changed a few things up about this video. I increased the volume of my mic quality because my last video, some guy said that like he said that my mic quality was too low. Well, more like my volume was too low. So I believe I fixed it. I could be wrong, but if it's improved from the last video, I hope it's gone better. And if it's good, then I'll just keep it like this. So yeah, thank you for watching, and I'm not sure what I'll do for the next video. It could be something like, oh, also, will I be doing the first Mortal Kombat movie? Probably. Will it be as soon as Fallout Season 2 and 1? No, probably not. I'll probably take my time, admittedly, with it. At least until I'm more better in the games and more educated in the series as a whole. So yeah, it will come eventually. As of when, I can't really say, but yeah. Until then, I'll just be making videos on stuff that I find interesting or other stuff that I think would be interesting to cover. But other than that, I think the movie is fine. I would say there's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing bad. There's nothing like it's just okay. I would say, but yeah. Thank you for watching the whole video. If you like the audio quality or like the video in general, please like and comment, I guess. And thank you. If there's any other suggestions you have, please leave it in the comments below. I would love to hear it and would like to try improving it.